your way to victory. Place and set an effective reaction to have your kittens on the bed. Plus, the spookier version with new ghost cats in Boop and BOOoop.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Boop and BOOoop, game designed by Scott Brady and published by Smirk and Dagger Games.
And hey everyone, it's Stella.
And Taryn from Meeple University.
Now let's go to the classroom.
Boop is a game of cats on the bed. Players will begin the game with 8 kittens, and as they place and boop the kittens around the bed, they'll look to make rows of kittens to promote them into cats. Placements will continue until one player has 3 cats in a row or 8 cats on the bed, and that player will be the winner. There are no differences between the core game of Boop and the Halloween themed Boop. They are the same game with different theme. However, Boop also introduces one special module, the Ghost Cats, which offers another new tactical challenge to the game. To set up, invert the game box and place the quilted board on top. This is now your bed. Each player takes 8 kitten pieces in their colour. Keep each player's 8 cat pieces nearby but separate. Choose a first player and you're now ready to play. Boop is played in turns, starting from the first player and going back and forward until one player has lined up 3 cats or placed 8 cats on the bed. However, at the start of the game, there are no cats in play. So let's first talk about the rules when all you've got are kittens. On your turn, take a kitten from your supply and place it onto any empty square on the bed. These kittens are jumping on the bed. And after making any placement, check the 8 squares orthogonally and diagonally adjacent to your new kitten, and if there are any other kittens in those spaces, boop them 1 space in that direction. So for example, this placement would boop both of these kittens 1 step away from the kitten just placed. Only the initially placed kitten has this reaction. Here, for example, this kitten would be booped, but this would not trigger further boops. If there is no open space on the bed for a kitten to be booped into, it does not move. And if a kitten is booped off the bed, it returns to its owner's supply. You need cats to win the game, and so in the early phase of the game, your aim will be to graduate some of your kittens into cats. If at any point you line up 3 kittens in a row, remove them from the bed, and then instead of returning them to your supply, replace them in your supply with 3 cats. You will always have exactly 8 pieces of your colour in play, whether they be in your supply or on the bed. Once you have cats in your supply, when it's your turn to place, you may freely choose whether it is a kitten or a cat which you place on the bed. When you place a cat, it works much the same. The cat will boop all adjacent cats and kittens. On the other hand, being smaller, kittens can boop other kittens, but they cannot boop cats. If you ever end up with 3 pieces in a row which are a mix of cats and kittens, you can still graduate any kittens in that sequence. And only the 2 kittens would graduate into cats. If at the end of your turn all 8 of your pieces are on the bed, then you must remove 1, returning it to your supply, and if you removed a kitten, you may graduate that to a cat. If you ever have multiple options for graduation on the same turn, here for example I've got 2 separate 3 in a rows and all 8 pieces on the bed, then you choose only one of those options to resolve. And finally, the winner will be the first player to line up 3 cats in a row or have 8 cats on the bed. If you own Boop, then you may use the optional Ghost Cats module. On your turn, after placing and after booping, but before graduating cats and before winning, you may place your ghost cat from your supply onto the stitching between 2 squares around the edge of the board facing inwards. Nothing else happens on the turn you place. On each of your subsequent turns at the same point, you must move your ghost cat forward one step along that line. It now boops any cat or kitten that is directly adjacent to it, perpendicular to its direction of travel. In other words, it boops in only 2 directions, not in all 8. Only now is it time to check for graduations and check to see whether or not you win. If, as a result of your ghost cat, the other player's cats or kittens are in a line of 3, then that player must wait until the end of their next turn before graduating or winning. Ghost cat booping is different to normal booping. It's scary, and cats or kittens who are scared are not blocked by the others in their path. They will simply leap over to get away from danger. In other words, any piece which is booped must be moved until it finds an empty square or has fallen off the bed. On the 6th turn, the ghost cat will leave the bed and return to your supply, and you must wait until your next turn to place it again if you wish. The ghost cats are non-corporeal and they don't influence the normal movement on the board. That is, they don't stop routine booping, and they don't block any 3 in a rows for graduation or victory. And that's how to play Boop and Boop.
Thanks so much for watching. Your like and comments are much appreciated. Subscribe to see what's coming and let us know what games you've been playing. See you next time.